for the first time in Bitcoin history, is getting ready for an explosion of a movement, according to this pattern. High leverage is rising again. Last time I showed you guys this was around June when Bitcoin's price was 25,000 and went down to 80,000. I'm now seeing the same pattern with a high increase of leverage. Elon Musk is about to buy Twitter, but what does that mean for the crypto space? Welcome guys, welcome to Daily Crypto Trading. Before we break down the TA of Bitcoin guys, consider to subscribe to the channel and give this video a big like. I will appreciate that. This is a hard, yes, it's not the best hard, but it is a hard. Bitcoin have formed a descending channel. I actually already reported this a few weeks ago about this descending channel being formed and posted on my Twitter. So if you're not following my Twitter, consider also to follow my Twitter. It's easier to share my TA. I'll just join a free Discord server, guys. Daily share my TA over there. Let's go back to the chart. So what is a descending channel? A descending channel is formed when things are going down. So it's a continuation for a downtrend. What happened when we have this huge downtrend is buyers begin to step up and begin to buy, but they are not strong. So this is what we call the flat lower trend, where buyers are stepping in. However, they are not strong enough. If we look at it, the price is descending. All right, so it's meeting resistance all the time, and the buyers are getting weaker. We can also see the volume that the buyers are losing this kind of momentum. They're not strong enough to keep the price up. So basically, this is a continuation pattern for a downtrend, and we are at apex of this descending channel. Now that means that we are contracting and we don't have much more room left before we see an explosion of a movement. The question are we going up or down? And as traders, we do not know. However, the probability is showing that we are going down because this pattern have a high probability for a downside. But again, no guarantee. As I show my students, we are traders. We don't predict the market, we only analyze it. This is based on the weekly chart, so usually it takes weeks to unfold. But like I said before, we are right in the apex of it. That means we will see some kind of price explosion either to the upside or downside. And right now, everything is turning to the downside. We have this descending, which is again a bearish pattern. We have the macro, which is bearish. If you've been a long-time subscriber of mine, you know I'm talking a lot about the Fed, the macro and the recession. Watch my previous video if you have not. We can also use other indicators. Let's look at the volume, all right? Every time price action went down, the volume went up, we had a bullish divergence and we had a reversal, all right? Happened all the time. You can see it here, and you know, here. Right now, what I'm seeing is we have actually a price action going down, up, but a volume going down. See, that is a bearish pattern, and this is based on the weekly, and the weekly is not over yet. The weekly have not even hit the average volume. So again, this is not looking good for Bitcoin. Again, price action going up, volume going down, and not even hitting the average volume, which is a very bearish pattern. And if you look at the RSI and RSI stochastic, we can see the RSI is just not oversold. When we oversold, we're likely going to bounce, but normalizing. So we are under 50, which means we are in a downtrend. If you look at the RSI stochastic, we are almost at overbought area again, a bearish signal. We have been nailing this TA, guys. To my long-time subscribers, you know what this is. To my new subscribers, this is an impulsive wave of the Elliot wave, which I covered before it is unfolded. Now we can conclude that the wave 4 is done and we are going down to wave 5 at a fib level of 1618, a price level between 13 to 40,000, where most likely will have some support. Now be aware of my worst case scenario with the descending channel is 5,000. It can happen. Have an open mind. Remember, we cannot predict the market. There's no guarantee. We only work on probability, and this is a possibility. I'm still very keen on this TA, and I'm still very keen that we most likely will go down here, but of course, there's no guarantee. Last time I talked about this, Bitcoin's price went from 25,000 to 18,000. And I'm seeing the same pattern, and no one is talking about this. Every single time there's a high leverage event going on, what we see is what we call a deleveraging event, where market makers, institution manipulators, and so on take the liquidity out of the hands of these high leverage traders. With 5x to 10x, they liquidate them and take the money out. And we see this over and over again. We see a high leverage here, deleveraging, price goes down. High leveraging, deleveraging, price goes down. High leveraging, which I covered, deleveraging, price goes down. high leveraging and deleveraging. Now we suddenly see a big increase in leverage, and this big increase in leverage can indicate that people are thinking that the bottom is in, so they're opening a 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x leverage on a long. And the reason I'm saying we can see that there is long is we can actually also see that the longs is dominating the funding rate at the moment. That means people are believing that the bottom might be in and we can have completely a reversal. So high leverage increasing and that funding rate is dominated by longs at the moment. This can indicate the whales institution want to have a liquidity hunt or liquidity grab and take the longs out before we might see a reversal. We might see a last leg down. Of course, these are only probabilities, guys, no guarantee, and I am not a financial advisor. But if we keep looking at open interest, we can see that 3 billion was added to the open interest. That means pretty much that people are just opening a lot of longs or shorts, right? Opening a lot of contract, which means a lot of liquidity is coming to the market. So there's preparing for a lot of volatility. Again, this is aligning perfectly with our descending channel and of course Elliot wave for the impulsive movement to the downside. So be aware of this, guys. Be careful. No one is talking about these kind of things. They believe the bottom is in, and the bottom might be in. I don't know. But what I'm seeing right now is this bottom is not in yet. We might have a last leg down. By now, most of you already know Elon Musk is preparing to buy Twitter. And I quote, "Judge approves Elon Musk request to halt trial, says deal must close with Twitter by October 28th or trial will resume." And you might ask yourself, what Elon Musk trial and acquiring Twitter have to do anything with crypto? That is a fair thing to ask yourself. But the reality is, Elon Musk has a lot of influence and he's a pro-crypto guy. And he had a conversation with Jack Dorsey, which was the CEO or founder of Twitter, saying that they want some kind of decentralization of Twitter because there's a lot of buzz, a lot of freedom of speech is getting censored and so on. And Elon Musk wants to use crypto, especially Dogecoin, as a payment system where people had to, pay with Doge before they can maybe write a tweet, just a small fee so we can get rid of the bots and so on. But already there, they need to pop something up, guys. That is adoption. It doesn't care what kind of blockchain is, if Doge, Bitcoin, whatever, but adoption in one of the biggest platforms is coming. Not only that, these guys have a lot of influence in Washington and everywhere with the rich guys and so on. All of these people want to own Bitcoin, at least 1 or 2 Bitcoin. And they have a lot of money. So they have a lot of things to say right now. If Elon Musk gets Twitter, that will be great for the crypto space. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content, consider to subscribe to the channel, give this video a big like, and of course, join our free Discord server. So yeah, guys, the link will be provided down below. So see you in the Discord server.